It was just another late-night YouTube dive somewhere between vintage toy commercials and creepy analog horror. The thumbnail stood out. A woman in a blue dress, grinning beside a crude puppet octopus. Title, The Siren's Channel, full episode. The comments were off. The video had no likes, no description. She clicked it. The screen buzzed. Grainy music played a slow, lullaby-like melody. Miss Serene twirled on screen with a perfect plastic smile. Welcome to the Siren's Channel, where dreams rise like bubbles at sea. Hello, little friends, she said sweetly. She didn't remember most of what she'd watched. The theme song started, "Come float with me where dreams are free." This time she woke up in the middle of the road, 10 minutes from home, still in her pajamas. The song played in her head like a broken music box, where stars swim down beneath the sea. Amina chuckled, creepy but harmless. She let it play. An hour later, the screen faded to black. Her tea was cold. She went to bed and woke up outside. Barefoot in the yard, eyes half closed, lips murmuring something. She didn't remember leaving the house. She chalked it up to stress, but the next night it happened again. Panicked, she searched online. Miss Serene leaned close to the camera and smiled wider than before. Her voice suddenly deeper, sang the final lines. A girl in Manila was found humming the theme atop a rooftop ledge. A boy in Texas woke up floating in his backyard pool. Hashtags like hashtag Siren Sleepwalk and hashtag Miss Serene exploded overnight. It wasn't just her. Posts were flooding TikTok and Reddit. People watching the Siren's channel and then sleepwalking. Forums warned, don't finish the episode. Don't listen to the final verse. Children surrounded her, all drifting slowly, faces calm, eyes shut. Miss Serene stood in the center, arms wide, smiling. Another said the show was a psychological experiment funded by a now-defunct production company. But the melody, that was the real danger. A hypnotic pattern engineered to sink your mind just below waking. Miss Serene wasn't an actress. She was an invitation. One claimed that the original broadcast was pulled in 1984 after a child in Vancouver disappeared. It was a key, they said. Cities warned parents to monitor their children's devices. The video kept resurfacing mirrored, repackaged, embedded in remixes and fake toy reviews. The voice, they all heard it. Kids drew Miss Serene in school books. One child said she spoke to him through the faucet. She didn't remember crying, but her throat ached like she'd been underwater for hours. Amina couldn't help herself. She found another upload, this one claiming to include the missing verse. Against every warning, she watched. Near the end, the screen flickered. The puppet octopus stopped moving. Come closer, little friends, and see. The channel opens deep and free. But hearts untrained in ocean's wind drift toward slumber's deepest end. The screen cut to black. A child's voice whispered, "Let's take a swim, ... and say goodnight." That night, Amina didn't sleepwalk. She dreamed. She was underwater, floating in a glowing blue chamber. "You've heard the melody," she said. "Now you can stay." The children began to hum. Amina woke screaming. Salt water soaked her sheets. Her windows were shut. She contacted Elias Talbot, a retired audio engineer who once worked on the pilot. He replied with a single sentence, "Once you've heard the full song, part of you never comes back." She never heard from him again. More cases appeared globally. Amina joined an online support group. Someone there described a dream just like hers, the blue chamber. The floating children, let's take a swim. She stopped sleeping, but exhaustion caught her. One night, her mother found her standing ankle-deep in raw lake, arms outstretched, humming softly. Her eyes were open, but she wasn't there. She never really came back. Now she hums constantly low and tuneless. Nurses say her lips sometimes mouth words no one taught her. Some say the melody is still online, buried in background noise reversed in lullabies, remixed into static. Others say it never needed video. It just needed ears. At the edge of sleep, if you hear a voice calling from the water, don't listen. Miss Serene is still waiting. Let's take a swim and say goodnight.